Hi, welcome to Golf FM. This is a quick test on whether these Qi5 long irons are actually designed to not go to the right. The scientists, the boffins, the engineers, whatever you want to call them at Taylormade claim that they have discovered a way to stop the ball going to the right in the long irons. They say that all long irons up till now have had a right miss built into them just by the way they've been made. I'm assuming they mean their own irons as well over that period of time, but it seemed a bit strange to me and I just wanted to check and see if I actually noticed anything different when I was hitting these. And I told you that there was a time constraint on this video, and to help with that I'm just going to tell you the answer straight away. No, there isn't. I couldn't notice any difference at all. The ball still went to the right when I didn't hit it properly. My miss is a push, which I don't think this thing is really catering for. It's probably catering for a slice, so across the ball with the face open. Maybe it helps a little bit with that, but I very much doubt it, because I hit several bad strikes with this, which the face would have been open and that sort of thing. And if there's a right miss dialed out of this, then I just didn't notice it, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Taylormade. You may be able to prove what you've said is true through the use of robots, but I have a feeling that in the real world, you're not going to notice a difference. Just to prove the stats earlier on, should have mentioned this, the Qi5 iron, out of the 10 that I've picked, so I hit about 20 shots and picked the 10 best. 4 went left, none dead straight, 6 to the right. And the D9 was 4 left, 3 to the right, and 3 dead straight. 0 degrees offline, 3 of them. That is like witnessing a lightning strike 3 times in the one place in terms of the chances of that happening with me hitting a golf shot. That did happen. I just wished I had it on video to actually show you. Bear in mind that these are still really forgiving irons. Really forgiving irons. I've got other videos on these and you can go to the links probably up there. Big head, very forgiving, very long hitting, and thoroughly recommend them. What I do want to draw your attention to also in this video is the fact that the 6 iron and the 5 iron in my club, the D9 Forged, are almost exactly the same loft. So my D9 5 iron is 24.5, the 6 iron in the Qi is 24, so it's half a degree stronger, and the length is almost identical. So Qi on the left and the D9 on the right, and you can see the D9 is just a fraction longer. I mean, nothing meaningful at all, just the very top section of the grip. So my theory with all these clubs is that yes, quite often lofts are stronger, but what I've been saying all along is that you get to use a shorter shafted club. So yeah, it might be a stronger lofted 7 iron for instance, but it's a 7 iron length, and in say a set of blades you might have to use a 6 or a 5. Okay, the loft might be similar to the strong 7 iron in these blades, but the length isn't. The length's longer and it's harder to control a longer club generally. That isn't true in these. This is now, the 6 iron is the same length as my 5 iron, and my 5 iron isn't weak lofted, it's quite a strong one. It's the same loft effectively, but it's also the same length, so there isn't really any benefit. The Qi 6 iron is effectively a 5 iron if you're putting it up against a set of Wilson D9 Forged, and it's going to be way stronger than some of the blade sets and lower handicap clubs that you get. So that is a bit odd. I didn't think they would be lengthening them as much as that as well. Basically what that means is watch your set makeup. So if you have previously stopped at 5 iron and then gone on to rescues, well maybe now you stop at 6 iron, and there's absolutely no disgrace in that because it effectively is a 5 iron. So normally what I do is I go through the figures, but okay, I haven't got a lot of time. You haven't got a lot of time either probably as well. But I just wanted to quickly show you what the stats were on the 5 iron versus the 5 iron. So it wasn't a fair contest. So this was my D9 5 iron against the Qi 5 iron. If you look at the spin on my 5 iron, it's obviously higher, nearly 600 revs higher. The launch is 3 degrees higher on mine. Distance on mine is 191 for carry as against 198 on the 5 iron. So it is going further. What I also saw was that the 6 iron in the Qi QI was actually performing slightly better than my 5-iron in terms of the launch and the spin and the height it was going and the distance it was going. And I'll just show you that to kill two birds with one stone, show that I'm not some sort of charlatan that's just claiming that I've hit all these shots and that I can't actually hit a golf shot to save my life. You would think that some of the time, but I will hit some shots now just to prove that I can actually hit the ball and actually show this 5-iron against the QI 6-iron. Okay, so I've just hit a 5-iron with the Wilson. I hit it really well, carried 191 and went 209 and went really straight. 3,900 revs. I'll show you that in a video overlaid with me talking, prattling on. And this is the 6-iron in the QI. I think I hit that alright. Out to the right a little bit, so obviously the right miss not helping, and look at that. So we've got 195 carry, remember this is a 6-iron as against a 5-iron, 195 carry, 214 total, 3891, so very similar spin. What it was showing me was that the technology built into this is a little bit lower down in the head, it's getting the ball up in the air a wee bit more compared to my D9 Forge, and has a bit more mass, a bit more punch, faster off the face. The D9 Forge is a forged face, this is just a very thin metal face, so it'll probably be flexing a bit more and trampolining the ball out. So try and hit another one. Oh, for the love of... That was a decent strike. A little bit out to the right, but it's sort of coming back a wee bit. Again, 196, very, very strong, stronger than my 5-iron. Even though it's the same loft. Out to the right, sorry about that. Proving that the out to right technology is not working consistently. 193,211. Feels good, feels really powerful, and I would just advise watching your set makeup. Don't go after the long irons. They've made the long irons in this supposedly more forgiving, and you actually don't need them because you need to stop at 6-iron because everything else is just too low hitting. Anyway, sorry that was a bit rushed. We have established that under non-robotic scientific conditions, the not going right technology built into the QI irons doesn't work, as far as I can see. But just dismiss that as a reason not to buy them, because if anything's going to help you not going to the right, these clubs are. And watch your set makeup, because they're incredibly strong lofted and slightly longer in length. Gotta watch that, so keep sneaking the length up as well. So highly recommend them, but don't go thinking they're a magic ticket to straight down the middle, because you still need to watch what you're doing in terms of your swing and watch your set makeup. Make sure you're not getting too many irons up the top end that you don't need. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.